Hello there everyone, welcome back for some more God of War 2. And today we're going to go ahead and take the Pegasus and fly our way towards the Sisters of Fate. If we can even make it there, that is. Hopefully this Pegasus can fly us all the way over there, which would be nice.
Turn back to Olympus, beast! I must face Zeus! You defy the god of war!
You are no longer a god, Kratos. Zeus, Olympus, and the blade which holds all your power will forevermore be out of reach. Your only hope is to find the Sisters of Fate and travel back through time to the moment Zeus betrayed you, for only then will he truly be vulnerable. Kratos.
Okay, so now we get to control Pegasus, pretty much. And it's... Oh, well, actually, to be fairly honest, in a game like this, it actually is pretty fun. It does have inverted controls, basically, so down will be up to move, and, you know, up will be down, or whatever, and what have you. If these griffins get too far to reach for, like, your attacks or whatever, just make sure that you go ahead and press the X button, but it will take up some of your magic, but your magic does regenerate over time, which is a very weird concept for this. I understand it, but they could have made it like a totally different bar for this specific scene. These guys are dicks on Titan mode, by the way. I'm probably going to talk about Titan mode quite a bit because that's one hell of a mode right there. Okay, so yeah. Obviously, if you take, if you damage them enough, you will get a chance to do like an interactive kill, pretty much, or execution, what you want to call it. The best way to avoid those is, well, besides just avoiding them, you can always just press the X button to like dash right through all these kinds of stuff here. And the side like swipe attack thing like this does quite a bit of considerable damage, but of course if you want to build up your combo, you're gonna have to do something more than just that. Good thing is we get like 25 orbs every single time we do like an execution or like a brutal kill, whatever you want to call them. I always call them executions. I don't know why. It seemed like the proper wording for it. Later on in the game, we will get a weapon that we can use to do range attacks with, and of course we can start doing it while we're on the griffin themselves. The thing about this game is when you get a 10-hit combo, and if you get a 10-hit right after you kill or execute some enemy, you will still get that execution bonus, and you will get the +2 orbs with it. It won't just be like, oh, or +5, whatever it is. It won't be just like, okay, well, guess what? We're going to give you the small amount of orbs instead of the big one, like back in God of War 1, which was a reasonable pain in the ass. And speaking of reasonable pain in the asses, this guy is a pain in the dick, especially in Titan mode. Thing is, like, on the hardest difficulty, he hits you in like one shot, you're dead. So you have to like avoid every single one of these shots just perfectly. Except for this one. This one is the one that you will take damage on, but it will not kill you. And again, if you don't have a full like health bar in, very hard mode, that thing will kill you in one shot, which is retardedly stupid. But that's how it works. And now, basically, we're going to have like a bunch of harpies that are going to fly around us. And yes, you can grab the harpies by pressing the circle button, so keep that in mind. It's funny, like every time I go through here, I always try to hit that guy in the toe, just to see what it would do, but it pretty much never works. This is Typhoon or Typhon. I don't really know his exact pronunciation of his name, but he's one of the many titans. He's like a wind titan, pretty much. He has this weird like ability to summon some kind of like wind, pretty much, and just I just wanted to show off the brutal kill. I think that's what they're called. And yeah, we'll call them brutal kills. How about that? Even though I like executions better, we'll just call it by what I probably should call it by. So basically, Pegasus is now stuck underneath Typhoon's hands right here, and there's going to be only one way to get it out. And, of course, at this moment in time, we don't have that proper way of taking it out. Now, another thing about this game, too, is compared to God of War 1, Harpies, back then, you couldn't press circle on and get, or you couldn't do a brutal kill on them and get orbs out of them. Now, you get a brutal kill, and you get orbs. Well, I mean, yes, you get, the brutal kill with it. Just go watch my God of War 1 Let's Play, or go play God of War 1, or just somehow look up information about it, because this game has changed so much in comparison to God of War 1, and the orb counter is a much better system than it was, you know, back then, of course. And yeah, don't worry about that finger right there; that will move. So, but the hand itself will not move until we have a specific power up to practically help us on our journey here. God damn it, get off of me. I love the way this moves. It's so fluid though. And you know, it's funny, like when I typically play these games by myself and I think it's like, oh, I don't really like this game, you know. I don't really like this game as much. You know, they got some mechanics that are just totally different and I just don't like it, you know. And now when I do like a let's play of it, it's like, man, this game is awesome. It really is a damn good game. It seriously is. Speaking of good games, I recently bought the DLC for Bloodborne, and I've been having trouble fighting the first boss, so I went back to the main game, and I went to get the second ending done, and I didn't realize that it was going to kick me out, or it was going to kick me to a new game, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't really want to spoil it just yet, but it's one of the... Well, it's not really... I don't know if it's a good ending or not, but... It's one where you don't fight a final boss. You just go through the game, and like there's no boss to fight. You can't fight. There's like 2 final bosses you can't fight, but I already fought one of them. And now I'm working on the one that will take a little bit more time to have to go through the game and put up with. I have to go get some items to get this one. Or to fight this boss, particularly. And so I'm like, well, crap. And because you have to take down Amelia, which is one of the... It's like the 4th boss or so. Before you can like unlock the DLC. Or go to the DLC world. And you have to like beat the 4th boss to pretty much... do that. Yeah, so keep that in mind. And so far I've gone through the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd boss that you can take down without dying, and then as soon as I went to fight Dark Beast Parl, I died multiple times. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm not good at this game anymore. I suck. So I'm pretty much ready for my Bloodborne Let's Play. Like, I'm totally ready for a Bloodborne Let's Play, like right now. I'm pretty excited for one. It's weird, like, when I think about Bloodborne, I get to a certain spot and I just get bored of it. Like, there's this one... Whoa, shit. There's this one specific area that just really doesn't do it for me. And it's probably the Unseen Village. I just don't like that area very much. I mean, after the Unseen Village is pretty cool, but, you know, that whole area just doesn't look really cool to me. But we will get to that when we get to that. I was thinking, you know, man, you know, it's going to be such an unprofessional Let's Play. I'm probably just going to, like, end up editing so much stuff. So I might as well just make it as funny as I possibly can. And I'm kind of worried that I might, like, over-edit stuff and might make it like your typical Let's Play you see nowadays. But who knows? Maybe not. Is this the one that you have to do it on? No. Okay. There's an area later on in the game where we have to slide down this chain, and if you grapple up just in time, you can go... A door will open, and then you can go ahead and get a chest, basically. It's going to be, I think, a feather or an eye. I think it's an eyeball. Well, look what we got here. We got, I think his name's Prometheus, if I'm correct. Now, that bird, I don't know the name of that bird, but as you can see, that... doorway has a specific emblem on it. It looks like a Titan. It looks like a Spartan emblem, pretty much. So what in the world are we going to do with that? And I am like getting my ass hammered right now. Which is something I do not want to have happen right now. Especially with the damn Minotaur right there next to me. Minotaurs suck. I love them as an enemy, but man, do they piss me off sometimes. A good thing to do with Minotaurs is you can always just knock them in the air and then just go from there and try to build up your combos that way. Another thing about God of War 2, in comparison to God of War 1, is when you do a brutal kill on a Minotaur, not only do you get plus 25 orbs, watch this, see I hit 10, I just got an extra 2 and 25. It was very quick in how it executed that, but there is, I mean, you will see it. It is there. Another thing, okay, yeah, in God of War 1, you only got green orbs whenever you brutally kill a Minotaur. In this game, you get both green orbs and you get red orbs as well. And of course, you know, we'll leave that for later, I guess. Because we're going to be coming back to this spot later anyway, so might as well just leave it. You know, now you can also get a brutal kill bonus.
God of War, you live. I no longer walk with the gods. Who has placed you in this torment?
Zeus. My only crime was helping mankind. When I took the fires of Olympus to the mortals, Zeus considered it a betrayal. As punishment, he made me mortal and condemned me to be savagely consumed every day by this cursed bird. And then, with the fall of night, I am healed. How long have I been here? How long have I suffered this curse? I truly do not know. Please, Ghost of Sparta, release me from my torment!
Alright, so now we need to release Prometheus from his torment. And, well, we basically just kind of fucked that up now, didn't we? So he's going to be hanging there for a while. Yeah, just keep that in mind. He's going to be there for quite a bit because there's nothing we can do. We have to go, and of course, in typical God of War gaming fashion, we need to go get ourselves a unique ability to take him off of the noose, pretty much, the chain. Alright, so now we're going to go down there and go inside that little, that really inevitably looking deadly cave of nightmares, possibly. And let's just head down here. Okay, I guess we can't fight Minotaurs yet. That's later. I think we had. I was thinking for a second we had to fight Minotaurs right now, but that's later. And whoop, bam! I love the triangle move though. I love that. It's so damn cool. And again, you know, most things in this game are pretty cool, except for like these moves. I don't know. I just don't particularly like these moves. I mean, yeah, it's nice when you get to throw these assholes, but still, this one's pretty cool where you get to snap its neck. Back in the original God of War 1, I think I've mentioned this before, but whenever you kill like the regular undead soldiers, whenever you do like an execution of like you do a triangle like this, whenever you execute with a triangle, you don't get any orbs out of regular undead enemies, but in this game you do, so that's quite nice as well. Yeah, I'm going to keep pressing circle and show you what that does. It rips off his arm. You can throw it right back into his head and kill him that way. There is a chest on the right side over there, but there's nothing we can do about that one just yet. So we will come back and get that later. And alley-oop. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and grab this asshole and just slam him down. And that does do like AoE damage, so that way I can just go ahead and hit the guys below me. Oh, come on, jackass. Just get back down here. Either get back down here or I'm getting back up there. Whichever one, I don't care. Either way, you're going to die. It's like, I'm not dying. Sorry about my lack of videos, but to be honest, God of War 2 is... Well, okay, it's a lot longer than God of War 1, but... You know, I can go through this stuff... Not super quickly, but I can just go through this at a relatively good pace. And to be honest, I don't really feel like recording a whole lot very much anymore, so... Yeah, I kind of want to save all that for, like, Bloodborne recording. So go down this zip line here. Launch up this. And if you wanted to be safe, you could roll into it. And that way, you know, you can get some stuff, you know, you can get there quick enough. But, yeah, speaking of getting things done quick enough, like, I'm only, like, 15 minutes in this video. And already, this would probably be, like, a 20-minute part for... a typical playthrough for me. Like, I probably would have spent like 20 minutes just running through this and doing jack shit. But, okay, well, maybe not. But the other thing is with, these are the Medusas, of course. And again, you know, back in God of War 1, whenever you kill Medusa, you get magic orbs out of it. Now you will get both magic and you will get red orbs. So whenever you do like a brutal kill, there you go. And also, there was a parry in God of War 1, but we cannot unlock it until we have a specific ability to do so. Yeah, I know, right? It's God of War 2 is one of those kinds of games where it's like you have to have something specific. God, fuck. You gotta have something specific to do, you know, moves that you could initially do back in God of War 1. And again, God of War 2, objectively, is a much better game than God of War 1. But subjectively speaking, I prefer God of War 1 because of just the way that, you know, the game works. I mean, yeah, granted, I do like God of War 2 a lot. And by the way, you might want to shake this back and forth as quick as you possibly can because I just got fucking killed. That sucked. Okay, basically, whenever you get stoned, they will actually break you in stone form. But I broke out at the very last second of animation to where, like, the Medusa could still kill me. Or Gorgon, not Medusa, because Medusa was, I think, the queen of the Gorgons or something like that. And these are just Gorgons. Okay. Typically, you know, people will call it Medusa because that's pretty much what she is. She's a Gorgon, nonetheless. And it's just easier just to call her that, I guess. Or to always just assume her with every Gorgon, pretty much. Which, again, you know, we already killed Medusa anyway. Back in God of War 1. Do I have my blades level 2? I don't think I do. Come on. I just want to rip your damn head off. The thing is, the executions, or the brutal kills for... I guess they call that a ruthless kill. Yeah, I'm going to call them executions. Fuck it. The execution moves in this game are practically... Well, they're really lenient on... Like those ones where you had to use a control stick to do it. They're extremely lenient. And back in God of War 1, they were pretty lenient too. To an extent. But I think in this game, they're a lot more lenient. Now watch this. You want to get some orbs? Or you want to get some extra orb grinding? Here you go. Just have the Gorgons do their gaze upon... Just have them gaze upon the Harpies and they'll eventually like get stoned to death and will die. And whenever they fall down or whenever you crush... Or whenever you break a stoned enemy, they will... You will get 15 plus orbs out of it, and it'll say, like, crushed or whatever, so... Yeah, just keep that in mind if you wanted to do that. But we don't really need, like, a whole lot of orbs right now anyway, because... I think we're playing on, what is it, hard mode or something like that, so we're going to be fine. We'll be alright, we'll get all the orbs in the end of the game. If not, we'll get everything upgraded by New Game Plus. And yeah, you probably couldn't leave by now, but... why do that when I can just go ahead and kill these assholes off? Right? Right? You don't get magic orbs right now. You will get magic orbs when we get something, you know, that's magical. When we actually start getting our magical weapons to begin with. Alright, there we go. How much does it take for me to upgrade my blades to level 2? Well, we're almost there. And also, as you can tell, that you do get... Or you do, whenever you go to, like, the upgrade menu, you do level up your stuff a lot quicker than 1. And again, like I said a million times, I'll say it over and over again, God of War 2 just does things a hell of a lot better than God of War 1 did. And that's not really, that's saying quite a bit. That's not saying a whole lot, but it's still something to keep in mind that this game is basically the first one, but they realized some things could be fixed. Some things could be done better. See, I don't know if it's Typhoon or Typhon. Like, Typhoon would be like with, like, 2 O's. So, now we have the proper chance to go ahead and get over here real quick. My recommendation is just... Don't worry. I mean, we'll go ahead and kill off the Harpies, of course. The Herpies. But, one thing you could do, simply, is just do this. Where you just keep rolling back and forth between the cover and just go from there. There is a little spot of cover that the gust of wind will knock you off here, so be very careful about that. And again, yeah, you can leave the Harpies over there and not to necessarily worry about them if you don't want to. I'm pressing circle. Okay, maybe I wasn't pressing circle, apparently. According to the game, I wasn't. I love the way the game does everything so cinematically. It just... It's nice. It's a nice game, it really is. Alright, so let's kill off these Harpies real quick, and then we'll go take out... We'll go figure out what's up with, Typhoon's Eye. I'll call him Typhoon because that just makes more sense. Don't go on that bridge just yet. Why did it have R1 up there? I don't even know why. And jump. There we go. Finally, I was waiting to I was hoping I could jump. I'm like, what the hell? Why is it not working? That's gotta hurt a lot. So now we got Typhoon's Bane. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Look at... Okay, that was a weird look on Kratos' head. I've never seen his face like that before. Even though I've played this game a lot, and, you know, I've never really typically seen that. By the way, he can't knock you off here, even though he's trying to, blow you off. I don't know if it's because we have his Bane or not, but whatever the reason is, we can't get knocked off there. And yes, your magic will regenerate for that specific section. And now we have fight scene. Oh yeah, we can actually get our magic just regenerate here too. Yeah, usually whenever you do magic, whenever you get new magic weapons or abilities or whatever, I think they're doing that because of the bowman. They will give you opportunities to have infinite magic just for that specific section, so you can figure out the magic ability and understand exactly what it does. Okay, so that takes care of all those ass wipes. And now we're going to go ahead and run this way real quick. Okay, you see these chests? See that fire? Grab these guys, press square on it, throw them into the fire, and you're going to build up the fire even more. So that way we can go ahead and melt the ice on these chests right here. And we can unlock whatever it is we need to unlock inside of it. Bada bing, bada boom, almost done. Yeah, and it will lock on to the fire, so don't worry about that. And you can switch the lock on by using the right stick whenever you're actually doing the execution. So we now have L1 circle, we have Rampage of the Furies, increased damage, which is L1 circle, and we have Rampage of the Furies in the air, which is L1 circle, of course, in the air. So we got that upgraded. Now we, of course, we have Typhoon's Bane, and yeah, I'm probably mispronouncing it, so if somebody specifically wants me to pronounce it a different way, I guess I probably could. Should probably be smarter if I did or not, I don't know. Yeah, we're getting jack shit for orb right now. What the hell's up with that? Let's see here. Everything good to go? Yes. No, I want to upgrade this. This is what I want to upgrade next. I want to get that upgraded next. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and head our way back into... Well, we're going to go ahead and head back to Prometheus, pretty much. Or whatever his name is. I think it's Prometheus. We're going to take out these assholes. I think it's what, 2 shots? Yeah, 2 shots are dead. Be careful, though. If the archers are still alive, they can kill you on that part. They can shoot you and knock you right off. And no, it is not fun. Let me show you what L1 circle does. It's just that, again. And of course, you know, we have the ability to use it in air, which is just this. Which is pretty good for combos, trust me. If you want to build up combos massively, there you go. And yeah, I will switch back with the upgrade menu quite a lot, by the way. That tends to happen. Let's go ahead and save our game, and then I'll end it off there. Anyway, folks, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of God of War 2, and I will see you all next time when we play some more God of War 2. And as always, take care, everybody.